Through the window, I see you waiting. You are smiling, 'cause I'm coming. Your eyes are a story, an ocean of memories, pictures of faces and places, and all of the things that make us feel like we have it all. All of the times that make us realize we have it all. We have it all.
I know it gets annoying at times, yet every time I try and make you smile and I get the slightest little bit, I smile too. It instantly makes my day better. Your smile shows me that I'm doing the right thing, and that's all that I need. I promise to support you and help you through the toughest of times, worst of weather, through any plan that falls apart because of my planning, and know that I'm behind you every day, and I hope that will help you through the rest of our days. If we ever come to a friction point, I promise to continue to talk things through like we have since the day we started dating. Although I may continue to pass out on the couch, that just means that I get to start my day seeing you. You're my best friend, and I look forward to traveling the world with you. Although magic may not be truly real, I believe that our love is pretty dang close, forever and always.
I would have thought in 2013 we would be here today. I'm not sure how I ended up so lucky to have a best friend and partner as good and as perfect as you. Yipsy.
Hope you remember it.
There is no one as loving, accepting, and caring as you. You handle all of my crazy, from getting sage same day to my wild, unpredictable whim. I know it can be a lot to handle, but you've never made me feel hard to love. I'm not sure how it's been 6 years, but it feels like 6 seconds. You create this warm, loving space, and you keep a me-sized hole there that I fit perfectly into. You always have the best in mind for me, especially when I have no idea what that is or when I put myself last. Thank you for always being there, looking out for me, accepting everything I am, and all of my crazy. I always dreamed of falling in love with my best friend, and you made that dream come true. I love you always and forever, and promise to always be there for you, and love you unconditionally. I love you.
Love you too.
Make us realize life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. These are the things that make us feel. Life is beautiful. These are the times that make us realize.
Nicholas, never be angry at the same time.
Never yell at each other unless the house is on fire.
If one of you has to win the argument, let the spouse win.
If you have to criticize, do it lovingly.
Never bring up mistakes from the past.
Neglect the whole world rather than each other.
At least once a day, say a kind word or pay compliment to your partner.
When you have done something wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness so you can get out the doghouse.
And this is the key. If everything fails, go back to rule number 1.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear, that's it.
For those of you who don't know Nicholas and Victoria, they met in high school and dated for a short time. They reconnected 4 years later, as they have not strayed far from each other since. After almost 6 years, they have decided it was finally time to tie the knot, so we are here today. Nicholas, Do you give yourself to Victoria in marriage?
I do.
Do you promise to encourage her, inspire her, laugh with her, and comfort her in times of sorrow and struggle?
I do.
Will you uphold these promises to Victoria today and for the remainder of your life?
I do.
Victoria, do you give yourself to Nicholas in marriage?
I do.
Do you promise to encourage him, inspire him, laugh with him, and comfort him in times of sorrow and struggle?
I do.
Will you uphold these promises to Nicholas today and for the remainder of your life?
I will.
Okay, Nicholas. As you, Nicholas, place this ring on Victoria's finger, please repeat after me. I promise to you, Victoria,
Promise to you, Victoria,
before your family and friends,
before your family and friends,
to commit my love to you,
to commit my love to you,
to respect your individuality,
to respect your individuality,
to be with you through life's changes,
to get through life's changes,
and nurture and strengthen the love between us as long as we shall live.
nurture and strengthen the love between us as long as we shall live.
As you, Victoria, place this ring on Nicholas's finger, please repeat after me. I promise to, Nicholas, before our family and friends, to commit my love to you.
I promise to commit. I promise to you, Nicholas, before our family and friends, to commit my love to you.
To respect your individuality.
To respect your individuality.
To be with you throughout life's changes.
To be with you throughout life's changes.
And to nurture and strengthen the love between us as long as we shall both live.
And
To nurture and strengthen
to nurture and strengthen our love for
each other
each other.
as long as we both shall live. Come on.
See, I didn't have to do anything to ad lib. They're doing it on their own.
That's true.
Victoria and Nicholas, you have showered our hearts with expressions of your love and promise each other the joy of all your days. Before these witnesses, it gives me the great honor and pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife.
Love is in the air, love is in the air tonight. Love is in the air, love is in the air tonight. Here, under the bright lights, no one around, it's only you and me. Here, until the sunrise, I wanna stay with you and never leave. The world's slowing down.
My daughter tried to get me thrown in jail. There's a couple of incidents that happened once, and I'll tell you a couple. I talked to Greg that if he's got anything he wants to talk about Nick, and he says, no, Nick is like a perfect kid, never did anything. But, so, we were at the house one night, and Victoria decided to jump over top of me, and I didn't know what was going on, and she fell, and she cut her chin, right? So we take her down to the hospital to get some stitches, and she goes in there, and the first thing she says to the doctor, look what my daddy did to me. And all I could think of is, here they come pick me up with the handcuffs and take me away for child abuse. And then there was a time when she called the cops on me. Believe it or not, my daughter called the police on me. Cheryl and I are in the den, and, just having a good evening, and we get this doorbell to knock, and all of a sudden I go up to answer it, and there's cops at us. There's like 3 cops at the door, and there's a car out front. And they go, Mr. Bonneau, is your wife home? I go, yeah. I go, can we see her? And they go, well, why? He says, well, we got a 911 call from this house, and then I hang up. And that's typically, where somebody might be abusing their wife or something like that. And come to find out, my daughter was playing with the phone. Hello, sweetie. How are you? So that's just one of a couple of incidents that we had. We were in Hawaii, and there's these signs all over Hanauma Bay that say, don't chase the turtles. guess who goes and chases the turtles? And subject to arrest would be her dad. But these are all stories about how she loves me. The last one is that I was playing with our dog one day, and it caught my finger and ripped it all the way up here, and I had like 8 to 10 stitches. And I come back, and she takes it, she looks at it, she splits it open, and says, "Oh, Dad, that's cool. I can see your bones and your tendons." Anyway, I love her to death. I could sit here and talk about things like this for a long time, and she's been a very great, great daughter. Love you, sweetie.
Love is in the air.